Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the north side as a US player with our Mediocre Jeep. Hopefully displays our Jeep and becomes mediocre with it. And spawn on the south side as the Wehrmacht player, Convuko. Going for some Wehrmacht quarters, going some extra pioneers. No additional pioneers. Up north we do have, of course, additional engineers. Will we see a third squad of engineers? We do not. So likely we'll see a rifleman squad being deployed out next.
Complete, as ordered.
Or a mediocre Jeep. Rifleman it is. Fuel point being captured on up. Pioneers for complete the Wehrmacht quarters. Let's see now. I always try to guess what's the first thing being deployed out there. Is it going to be a Jeep? Or a motorcycle? Is it going to be a MG42? Is it going to be Volksgrenadiers? I'm guessing Volksgrenadiers. Let's see if I guess correctly.
Capture complete. The point is army now.
It is taking a little bit longer, so I think it is going to be Volksgrenadiers. So I really don't know the build queues for everything. Yep, it is a squad of Volksgrenadiers.
Rifles ready. Point is ours. What say we lock
Just a
it
bunch.
down?
If there are a bunch of Volksgrenadiers, that means a bunch of old farts, right? That's what the German deployed out, right? Just a bunch of young boys and old men. That's what the propaganda says.
We've got the point.
Yes, you do. Got the point there.
Front and center.
Engineers captured the left flank. Right flank being captured by getting the field there with the engineers. Pioneers do wire off a bit of, well, wire there. Volksgrenadier captured the munitions sector, and these pioneers going straight for the fuel point. This munitions point has been captured up as well. They will need to get this cutoff point here to get this fuel point into sector. Riflemen captured the munitions point there, and the engineers are making their advance towards these pioneers.
Johnny on the spot.
And
This is able company territory now.
there's a Jeep. Maybe it's going to be a mediocre Jeep. And he does interrupt the capture that fuel point there. Volksgrenadiers captured the cutoff point now as these engineers and pioneers end up tingling out. Both in light cover, it can also go either direction. Does of course spot the Jeep there. Second squad of Volksgrenadiers have been deployed on out. And the Jeep has received some fire, but nothing dangerous. Engineers could take a brief moment to redo its paint job to get it fully healed back up. I've been catching up the cutoff point there. There's two Volksgrenadiers here. They could advance to this light cover. Another squad of riflemen being deployed on out, and we'll likely see a third squad of Volksgrenadiers on their way. So it could be MG42, could be for a motorcycle. Any of those are actually really a possibility. Engineers have captured the fuel point now, and that's a Pioneer that was forced back, and it is an MG42. Pioneers and Engineers,
Way to go, engineers.
the oldest enemies in the books, may be fighting out each other very soon. And both of them were eyeing for light cover. They definitely do spot each other, just that they have both outranged each other. Up here, we've got the MG42 and the Volksgrenadiers making advance. The MG42 is right here. The Pioneers are right here as well, ready to capture that strategic point.
Point, and we're damn well positioned.
And the Rifleman has received quite a bit of
We're
fire
losing
there.
a strategic sector.
Engineers can take time to repair up that Jeep. Has received some fire. Riflemen are advancing. They will force back these Pioneers, no problem. And looks like the US player has backed off away from the standoff. So the Rifleman actually is eyeing for the garrison. Engineers may be eyeing for this munitions point.
Rifle squad, ready for action.
Losing a victory point. We are losing a victory point.
Riflemen will be capturing up this munitions point now. We've got these Volksgrenadiers behind some heavy cover there. MG42 does get a burst onto the Jeep. And only received some damage there. Riflemen do get inside the garrison. Engineers capture the munitions point there. Overall, the field control is going great for the US player.
Losing ground.
And now the riflemen inside the garrison will be fighting out. Looks like all 6 riflemen are firing at the moment. Now they're rotated over, so it looks just 5 at the moment. Though I think one of the windows are still firing. The Volksgrenadiers making their advance now. Now only just 5 windows, but they did get quite a bit of damage onto the Volksgrenadiers, and the riflemen still have plenty of health. Sorry if it seems like my camera work is a little bit off. I actually have a infection in my thumb, on my right thumb, so I'm right now trying not to use my thumb or any part of that finger because it hurts just to move it around. And I'm not exactly left-handed either. Engineers have fallen back away from the riflemen, of course, because all the Wehrmacht sniper deployed out, and we've now got the MG42 advancing as well. Deep has received some fire onto the Volksgrenadiers, gained some good damage in there, and now got the MG42 suppressing down the riflemen. Sniper lining up a shot. Let's get a shot there now. Rifleman down. The 3 miles there to do full withdrawal. Engineers fall back as well. The Volksgrenadiers are quite wounded. Maybe the Kampfgruppe Center would be useful to get their veterans to just get some health regen. I see both pioneers here. That looks like they're going to build something. It is actually the Kriegsberg, not the Kampfgruppe Center.
Yep.
Keeps has plenty of health.
The Huns are taking
And the
our
rifleman,
territory.
however, does fall back. Quite wounded there. We've got the supply yard and the motor pool deployed out. He's able to pull out a quicker motor pool because he has had such great fuel control
Front
this
lines are
time.
collapsing.
And able to get out a lot of resources, a lot of fuel for this motor pool. We do got one flamer out. Minesweeper deployed out as well.
Rotor pool is ready.
And the Volksgrenadiers. Oh, there's a U.S. landmine
Losing
there.
ground out there.
Panzerfaust was actually fired, or did it fail to fire? I heard the sound effect. I saw the weapon itself, but I'm not sure. Maybe bugged out. I wonder if he lost his munitions with that. T-17 now on the build queue. You still need to get save a bit of munitions there for its 50 cal pinto mount. You can get 50 cal pinto mount, right? I know the Staghound can, which is the same model. Landmine maybe spotted there. Does get a great hit on the landmine, and there's only 2 models remaining, and this could be dead Volksgrenadiers. Does get around the bush there, in pursuit, fires some rounds there, but does not manage to wipe out the Volksgrenadier. He was pretty close to getting to it, so I think the US player may have been a bit unlucky. Staghound deployed on out. And I think the Canadians actually called it a Deerhound, though I could be mistaken about that. Does get a minor hit there on the Volksgrenadiers. Finds a hit there as well. And fires a Panzerfaust immediately. Does get a course, get some damage in there, but does use a lot of munitions with that. We got a Pack 30 out deployed on the field, so he does have a counter to it. Not a hard counter since he can't really hunt it down, but enough, not a soft counter, so I guess a normal counter? If that makes any sort of sense? The Pack 38 is really a hard counter, just not a one something to hunt it down.
Losing ground out
Rifleman
there.
squad does fall back there. We've got some Grenadiers and maybe upgraded with the Panzerschreck. Staghound does get fully healed up thanks to the nearby Minesweeper squad. And here a lot of them assault engineers and MG firing as well. The Staghound does receive 1 pack gun shot, but it rolled a miss. And this VP is captured by the US player, while this VP is captured by the Axis player. Jeep here, not fully repaired. Minesweeper squad have fallen back. We do not see a triage center here. You may be... Oh, wait. There is a triage center right there. A little bit farther forward than I would like to see. Because most of the time you're a bit passive, just trying to quickly reinforce.
We are losing a sector.
Jeep goes down. For me, I tried to make sure any sort of healing's back to the base area, so you don't have to micro it to get healing up, because I have my infantry usually bound to a hotkey, so I can quickly cycle through them to get reinforcements, while not looking at them or trying to mainly select them.
Operation posts report
Of course,
we are
that
losing
means
a sector.
not moving them away from the base. Panzerschreck will be fired, or Panzerfaust, I should say. No, the Panzerfaust was interrupted. Great hits there by the Staghound. The Staghound's being pretty accurate so far. 3 kills there. Rifleman squad was forced on back. Grenadiers eyeing the Panzerschreck shot. Does throw a round into the fence. Pioneers, of course, get easily forced back. Pack 38 and Sniper and still this region. That is a Wehrmacht landmine, which could be very important to hit that Staghound or
Front
T-17.
shifting. Krauts are
Good hit
grabbing
there onto the
territory.
Volksgrenadiers. Does get another hit there as well. Very, very nice. Oh, speaking about landmine, Rifleman finds a landmine and a sniper. And perhaps this landmine there as well. If that Rifleman finds... Oh no! If that one model actually would have hit that landmine, that would have been great for the US player. It's better to detonate it early like that rather than late. Especially if you can make sure it only gets one model and the squad itself will be fine because it's retreating back either way. Might as well get a little bit extra value out the retreat. I heard a US sniper deployed an out. And got this Rifleman squad behind some heavy cover there. Grenadiers are partially behind heavy cover. Oh, does that tractor only provide light cover? It looks like it only provides light cover. I'm used to a couple years too where that provides heavy cover.
Enemy unit down.
I heard a sniper shot and an enemy unit down, so maybe the Wehrmacht sniper got counter-sniped. Sniper does find a second shot there onto the Grenadiers. That's a little bit too close. Didn't find another shot there. Should be escape on out of there. Receive some bullets, but the tree also just should heal them up. And where is that? I'm assuming there's a Wehrmacht sniper corpse somewhere over here. Those already maybe faded away. Finds another hit there on the Grenadiers. Now got Vet 1 T-17. Actually, I don't see the 50 cal on the top. It may actually not be able to get the 50 cal upgrade.
Enemy unit down.
Grenadiers go down as well. That T-17's doing some great work. Grenadiers are behind light cover there. Rifleman skirting around. Decides to fall back to that heavy cover.
Time to kill some Krauts.
And the US player is doing some great capture work once again. Volksgrenadiers in center. That's definitely for our sniper. 0 kills. So it looks like the first sniper shot from the US sniper was indeed the Wehrmacht sniper. Let's find a shot there as well. Forcing back the Grenadiers. And the fact that the Wehrmacht player got his first sniper shot there onto the Rifleman when he could easily been forced back by the MG42, it alerts to the fact that the Wehrmacht player has to play out another sniper. Is my general belief...
Defensive operations.
Defensive operations, so infantry doctrine, off-map power shoots now available. It's my belief that the first sniper, if you're going to build a sniper to counter your opponent's sniper, its first shot should be, or attempt to be, on the opponent's sniper, if it has not been spotted. Because it's the best time to get the kill on the sniper. A quick snipe shot ambush. US landmines right there, which could find the Volksgrenadiers. There's a camp group center deployed on out. Now the Rifleman squad is falling on back as well. Constructs have been deployed on out. We got the T-17 making its advance. We know it's at Fetch C1. Landmine has been spotted over here by these Riflemen. When I say spotted, I mean found. With their feet. An explosion.
Attention.
Maybe the landmine's playing peekaboo. Rifleman squad is oh so wounded, needs to fall back. T-17 is trying to find some shots there as well, though Rifleman squad are even lower on health somehow. And the US sniper does find a shot there as well. Rifleman behind some heavy cover there. Best keep him a bit defensive to avoid the MG42 and provide as much fire support for the T-17. Sometimes you don't need the squad to fight effectively from a location, just need to stay long enough for another unit to fight effectively from another location. Ooh, off-map power shoots first round came down really quick, annihilated the MG42. The gun itself is still alive.
They're losing territory.
Now got bars as well. MG42 is still alive, but barely. And now we've got the assault phase not complete. Now we can bring out some Stug. We may go for some 2, 3, 4s. The Riflemen could grab themselves an MG42. The Riflemen grabbed themselves an MG42.
Attention.
The Pak-38 could potentially set up and try to fire and hit that MG. Because it's low enough that one direct hit could destroy it. Of course, it has to be a little bit lucky, honestly. Relying on that, it's a bit iffy. And the Rifleman decides to do a soft retreat as well, not a full retreat. I suppose in Computers 1, I suppose Computers 2, the squad sizes are support weapon squad sizes are much smaller.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
T-17 has 9 kills, maybe I've actually seen 2 at this point in time. Wehrmacht sniper in camouflage mode, trying to hunt down the U.S. sniper. Volksgrenadiers getting overran by the bars, and this Volksgrenadiers do hop inside the garrison there. The sniper can't do really much in this case as well. It can get one shot off him before it retreats, is about it. Grenadiers are getting some good damage there on the rifleman, and vice versa as well. The captured 1942 will find the Grenadiers, as the Grenadiers do throw a grenade there. That's going to be a very successful grenade. Volksgrenadiers do pop out and does fall back. Oh, and that is an off-map power shooter right there. Maybe a bit wasteful in munitions right there. And now go to have an M1 AT gun deployed out, just in case. Shroom armory has been built. Let's see what item. At this point in time, a Stoke wouldn't be half bad, or maybe a Puma with a 50mm Puma wouldn't be half bad to hunt down the T-17. Rifleman seeing some good damage there onto the Pack 38 and does get a decrew. Though it's nice back at home, the Volksgrenadiers could grab it and retreat. And heard another landmine detonation there. Looks like these riflemen finds this landmine. A lot of good rifle landmine detonations there. Panzerstrike could fire and does not hit the MG42. It was really close, but it did not. And stick grenade was thrown. Does fall back time. May get that support model, but does not. Your snipers have 5 kills. The second Wehrmacht snipers only had 2 kills. Both snipers are not getting a whole lot of shots off.
Sniper ready for the struggle.
Yes, I did. Panzerstrike firing some rounds there on the T-17. Yep, not sure if you... To answer your question on the YouTube comment, Arizona Business League, I did. Did 7 years with the Indiana Air National Guard. T-17 fires some rounds there onto the Grenadiers.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
A little bit after this match, I will, if you have any questions. U.S. sniper does find a shot there onto the Grenadiers, and the Wehrmacht snipers now makes advance, trying to camouflage forward and to hit this U.S. sniper. And that is an M2 now deployed out on the field.
Losing a sector.
Riflemen are trying to capture the field point. Do find the 234 armor car. He could upgrade it with 50mm to hit that armor car. The T-17 armor car. They're all armor cars. It depends how much armor. Rifleman squad does get some damage there on the Volksgrenadiers, forcing them back. The MG42 captured MG42 still up and going. And does send a round into the ground. Looks like he may have vision there. The US sniper could advance forward to give more spotting for the AT gun, as the Wehrmacht sniper could also find some shots onto the AT gun as well, but it can also leave him very exposed to the US sniper.
Puma, heavy recon deployed.
We got another Puma deployed on the field. I think it's only technically a Puma if it has the 50mm cannon, though I could be mistaken. Also, why did the Germans name most of their vehicles after cats in World War II?
We are losing
Tiger, Panther, Lux, Puma. Oh, that's the elephant, but that's not exactly
veterans engaged.
a cat. We've got M2 barrage now raining on in. On the left side, we got the Volksgrenadiers advancing, but he does have the armor car in the region and the MG42 as well. I wonder if there's a, yep, looks like he's charging forward, trying to go for a sticky bomb there onto the armored car. And looks like a off-map power shoot does annihilate whatever was over there. I think it may have been just a regular Pioneer. There are another 2 Pioneers on the field. This looks like one Volksgrenadier squad is maybe missing. Still trying to go with the sticky bomb. Over here, these engineers are advancing one flamer, one minesweeper. We got the armor car and AT gun here. Sniper still camouflage. US sniper camouflage here as well. So both sides are in a bit of an invisible standoff.
We're losing territory.
Sticky bomb does connect there onto the 234. Gets it fully mobilized, leaving it very easy for the T-17 to finish it off. Does get a bounce on the rear armor. That's a bit... Ooh, wipe there. Another bounce on the rear armor. And does get the pen there as well. Is that Veterancy 2? I thought that could have got a Veterancy 3 right there. Oh, not a problem. Yeah, I just was reading your comment there. Yep, sometimes streams are always nice to have in the background, especially if work can be monotonous. Though where I work at, I can't exactly listen to streams while working. It's a bit frowned upon in general, at least where I work at. There's a Wehrmacht landmine right there. Armor car gains some damage onto this rifleman, and the rifleman gains some damage to the armor car. Not a whole lot, but sometimes it can make a difference. AT gun rolling around, trying to set up a firing point on this armored car. And do got the Volksgrenadier capturing this point there. Rifleman squad, Vet 2 Rifleman squad should be able to displace the Volksgrenadiers. He does have Veterancy 1 on his Volksgrenadiers. No Vet 1 light vehicles nor support weapons. No Veterancy on the queue either. Riflemen start making their advance. I didn't forget to mention as well, he is gone for terror reduction, has propaganda war selected. Sniper rolling around. And the Volksgrenadier and the Riflemen are starting engaging. The Riflemen are capturing the VP as well. And the armor car here did receive multiple AT gun shots, forcing him back. Though it is still alive, Volksgrenadiers, however, are not going to be alive very soon. And it sounds like there's some more Pioneers. But he did lose one squad of Pioneers. Very small loss there. Artillery barrage remaining on this location. The Back 30 itself is quite wounded. You know that's how there's like little jokes about the voice line sounds similar to something else? Oh crap, there's an armored car right there. How did I miss that? Well, the M2 does get decrewed and fully destroyed there. Apparently the autocannon's great versus M2's not very good against T-17s. T-17's at Vet 2. Regular Sherman tank out in the field. Ooh, I do love seeing the regular Sherman tanks. And the 30 cal apparently goes down to the MG emplacement. Fuel point being captured up over here. We've got some Volksgrenadiers over here as well, but I think the Riflemen should win out. They're both in light cover, or not really the Volksgrenadiers, and the Rifleman still has all the models of Veterancy 2. Volksgrenadiers are missing a model and Veterancy 1. Yeah. Oh, propaganda war. So it looks like the Volksgrenadiers technically won, but at a massive cost of 100 munitions. The Wehrmacht player does need his fuel. We don't see the next battle phase. Seeing a Stug, he needs a Stug to... He saw the Sherman tank. He definitely does need a Stug, something a bit heavier to engage a Sherman tank, as well as hit the T-17, which is fully repaired now.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Grenade is thrown, and gets a great hit there onto the Rifleman. Sherman tank does send a good round there. And a good hit there as well.
We have lost a unit on forward base.
Looks like this Pioneer squad does go down to the Sherman tank. Minor loss for the Wehrmacht player, but he can't be bleeding that much. He still has 2 Pioneers here. Propaganda war. Ooh, that sniper shot tried to go shot there and did not get the kill there on the US sniper. I hear the Stug out in the field. T-17 still alive, does receive a pen there from the Panzerschreck. Hopefully receives a pen on a bounce. Stug trying to hunt down the T-17 will not be able to hunt down the T-17. And now there's actually a naval warfare. Interesting. Which, of course, is significantly less munitions than the Warframen half-track. I'm more impartial towards the naval warfares over the Warframen half-tracks myself. I like that incendiary effect, lingering incendiary effect that the naval warfares provide. Stroke to receive a bounce there. Sends a miss towards the Sherman tank. Bunker here, likely a repair bunker. And now naval warfare firing somewhere. Oh, there it is. May detonate a landmine there. The landmine's on fire, so likely will get destroyed. Grenadiers and riflemen are engaging each other, and I think the riflemen should win out, though one of the riflemen models are not actually fighting. Both the bars are firing, which is a bit more important. Stroke sends a pen there towards the Sherman tank, so does the Pack 38. Pioneers, however, receive a pretty good hit there as well. And the Pioneers do go down.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
Even though he does lose the Pioneers, he still has the repair bunker, and I believe he still has one more Pioneer squad going to where their buddies have fallen, not to get any personal effects, just to capture the point. They try to fix their failure, and T-17 does not get the point there. Volksgrenadiers start advancing, so US landmine here. The rifleman do capture that fuel point, stops capturing up, so he gets properly fighting. I think the rifleman squad should be able to win out, though it's going to be a bit close. Volksgrenadiers got a lot of free shots in. But yeah, it looks like Volksgrenadiers going to be losing out. Sort of a slot item as well. Rifleman won't lose as much damage output as they start dropping models, while the Volksgrenadiers will just produce a set amount. M2's or Alpha Power Shoots is firing, rolls some misses there. E-17 still fetches C2. And the Volksgrenadiers do get forced back. See another Stug and have Light 1 take, Vet 1 takes being deployed and out. Very nice. Grenadiers do receive a nice hit there. Naval warfare perhaps firing in this general region. US sniper is at 13 kills. Wehrmacht snipers at 4, so they're mostly just trying to hunt each other down. Naval warfare gets some great incendiary effects there. Almost wiped out that AT gun, or to at least get it decrewed. Some pack gun shots roll some misses there on the Sherman tank. And now got the other Stug advancing. Riflemen do capture the VP. I am a bit curious what the US player may be thinking. Don't see anything in the build queue at the moment. I wonder if we will see another Sherman tank, that he may be a pop cap. Let's go and switch back and forth. The Wehrmacht player has a decent fuel float, but nothing too critical. He's probably going to spend the rest of the game building Stugs, so he will probably need a whole bunch of veterancy for them. Does have 2 of them. Not a lot of munitions stockpiled up, so no V1s or Fear Storms just yet. Riflemen, however, getting forced back to Volksgrenadiers, and this Rifleman squad does fall back as well. Has a good amount of manpower, good amount of fuel. He's likely to stay up from the Stug. Let's switch over to the US player, and he has Rangers available, and not a whole lot of fuel at the moment. So say he spent all his fuel, he may have recently got the supply yard upgrades. And looks like the repair Pioneers do go down. Did that sniper just straight up miss? Okay, looks like the Wehrmacht sniper missed the rifleman. Good hits there on the engineers there. Riflemen are seriously some fire. We got a fresh M2 deployed on out of the field. Same location as the previous. And got more M2's rounds raining on it. Does detonate a landmine there. Detonating the landmines is important.
We have a threat to our victory.
Patrick finds a good hit there. Propaganda War onto the Rifleman squad, forcing them back. He's spending all his munitions on Propaganda War. It is a powerful ability, but it's also expensive one. Nor does it make any kills, so it's only good for winning engagements, not for killing anything off. AT gun does, of course, get decrewed. Sniper does force back the Grenadiers there. And the T-17 is still Vector C2. Nebel Warfare Barrage raining in, maybe on top of the AT gun, try to keep it decrewed.
The Huns are taking our territory.
Let's get some nice suppression there. The Tree Arcenter is also on the front line as well, so these guys will get some nice healing. And the T-17 will be repaired up. The engineers will, of course, need to be reinforced. Let's see. Let's take a quick look at the supply yard. I see some upgrades and never... So yeah, I think he has gotten his supply yard to upgrade. That would make sense where his fuel income's gone into. Sherman tank is firing some rounds with the Stug. He could try advancing. Both sides get a 10 there. When vehicles move around, it's easy to phase through each other. So if the Stug is trying to go to the melee range, sometimes you're able to phase through other vehicles. At least that's what it's like in Convuko's 2. Destroyed engine crit there, but the other Stugs could finish off the Sherman. It's fully mobile, while this one is not. M2 may rain in on this guy as well. And Stug will line up a shot now, and does take up the Sherman tank. As much as I like seeing Sherman tanks, not always. Whoa! Off-map combat group, he rolled good. He rolled very lucky with that. 2 Hellcats when he's fighting, he needs to deal with the Stugs, or 1 Stug remaining, the other one has gone down. And now the 2 Pens there immediately gets the AT grenade as well. That Stug is down. And this is a great roll of the off-map combat group. He does have to fight the King Tiger, Plonix Tiger. And Nebel Warfare is still raining on in. Raining a little bit short. And also as well, now that's an off-map combat group. Yep, yes it is. Another thing as well, that mortar is still useful. It's probably the weakest of all the 3 items, but mortars people don't really build out by themselves. But having 1 or 2 is just generally nice to have. You can perhaps skirt around, just keep it around this hedge line, throw some mortars into forces. It's nice to have. And I'll mention the Hellcats also do come pre-upgraded to 50 cal as well. So you got a good amount of anti-infantry and anti-vehicle from that. Does get a good hit there on the Grenadiers. Taking out 1 of the models. We got the Nebel Warfare right there. That's the armored car. The armored car may need to be upgraded to 50mm at the current rate. No, the King Tiger is still quite impressive. But can also be a bit of a trap sometimes, because it takes forever to get any repairs on it.
Left.
King Tiger getting repaired up. Buffing out those scratches with the repair pioneers. Very nice. Yep. Because we know he's been getting inside this garrison. That mortar would do great there. This would be a good spot for the mortar. Hitting the VP right there, so that's why I'm a bit more impartial. Have him skirt around this on top of this road. Sure, it's a bit vulnerable because people like to send stuff over here, but looks like T-17 is going to just camping that region. Keeping T-17 on the flanks is not half bad because the chances of him engage the King Tiger with it is not exactly great. Though the T-17 can throw stun rounds. Most people go for Greyhounds, but the T-17 can throw some stun rounds, which could be useful when hitting the King Tiger. Combined with the 2 Hellcats, that should be pretty effective. Who's the US? The US player is Mediocre Jeep. He did deploy out a Mediocre Jeep. I have no idea. I do not know many people's Smurfs, and I cannot too many games to really track down who's a Smurf and who's not a Smurf. Well, he is in blue, so maybe he is a Smurf. Sorry, horrible jokes. Nebel Warfare Barrage raining on in. This could be a decent barrage here. VP. Oh no, the Nebelwerfer barrage is coming over here. VP has been captured. Volksgrenadier is going to try to recapture it now. And the Hellcats are harassing these Volksgrenadiers. Pack 38 in this region, quite wounded.
We are losing a victory point.
And the mortar is firing some rounds onto the Grenadiers now. M2 raining on in this region, trying to hit that Pack 38.
Grenades have arrived.
That Pack 38 was camouflage, though it is possible that he sent a round onto the Hellcat, spotting it. Hellcat and Armored Car make their way forward, trying to help secure up this southern VP. Volksgrenadiers do manage to escape on out of there. Flaming Engineers will be eyeing the captured up now. And King Tiger is now coming in to respond to this force. Good hit there by the Pantrick onto the Hellcat, and the engineers will not be able to repair it up anytime soon because they're now in full retreat. Sniper, Wehrmacht snipers are alive. The US players at Pop Cap. The Alpha Combat Group probably put a Pop Cap as well, but I suppose it's a relatively good time to get a Pop Cap. And he still has a full engineer squad for repairs as well. Yep. King Tiger fully healed. Gets this nice new fresh coat of paint. And the riflemen did not receive a shot there. The M2 is trying to fire a barrage in this region, trying to soften up the King Tiger. Down south, we got the Volksgrenadier. They do recapture that point. We've got the Pantrick squad still in this garrison. Is there a window this side? There are multiple windows. Pantrick does find a miss there onto the T-17.
Demo charges have arrived as scheduled.
The demolition charges there. That rifle, that grenade actually did some splash into the Grenadiers. They were too close to the building itself. Demolition charges? Why is he thinking demolition charges? He doesn't have an engineer over here. He must want to try to rush forward with a demolition charge onto this bunker. Pack 38 has not rotated his gun around to the Hellcat. Hellcat's also severely wounded. Lining up a shot now, but he will perhaps not get a hit whatsoever. Stug has been deployed now. Hellcat may receive a shot. Sends a shot, but rolled a bounce, receives a pen there. Panzerfaust was fired there. Pantrick does connect as well. T-17 is severely wounded. Pantrick's trying to pursue, but gets inside the garrison where when it should have run it down. Trying to go for a shot now, but likely is out of range. Panzerfaust does connect as well. T-17, Veteran C3, main gun destroyed. And King Tiger's now receiving multiple shots, including a pen from the AT gun.
New recruits in, we're back to full strength.
We're losing ground out there.
Left side, the Grenadiers are capturing up the fuel point now. And Nebelwerfer's running on in somewhere. Well, congratulations, it's your lucky day. There's a reason why I want to cast this replay first today, because it's all Vet 3 T-17. Something a bit unique, something to get us started for the day.
They're hitting one of our forward emplacements. We're losing a strategic sector.
On the left side, we've got the Volksgrenadiers. Receive some hits there from the Hellcats. And looks like an M2 barrage there. I don't think that's the off-map powered shoot. Yep, that's the M2 barrage. And now two Stugs are advancing. The Hellcat does not have a damaged engine, but definitely outnumbered. Yep, the Stugs will likely take out the Hellcat there, and the Hellcat will go down.
We have a secured sector under attack.
AT guns, and looks like riflemen charging forward of propaganda war. I was going to say sticky bomb. Looks like they will run forward, run back. And looks like the rifleman here has with the Pantrick, so he must have taken out Grenadier when off out of our screen. King Tiger still a little bit wounded. Repair Pioneers trying to repair it. Oh, there's demolition charge there. And that's going to be hard to spot because most people don't really rotate their camera around. Though, maybe that's just me projecting because I don't really rotate my camera around. At least in multiplayer games. Casting mode, I've been trying to do that a little bit more often. That mortar, is he charging that forward to get some... I think he's charging that forward to get population room. But he is a little bit low for an off-map combat group. He has plenty of manpower for it. Maybe a good idea to get out some Sherman 76mm.
We're losing them as fast as we're getting them.
Losing ground out there.
Wehrmacht sniper has been spotted. Now here goes the off-map power shoot trying to nail that sniper. First round will not hit him. Stug over here. 3 Stugs are now deployed out in the field. He's going to need more repair bunkers, and he does have this Nebelwerfer still alive. I don't know why. That looked like a bunch of corpses right there. My mind plays funny tricks. That is one reason why I don't really do all too well in War Thunder. I see everything that looks like something different. Not to mention, in this game, I can lose track of Kettengrads. Like, seriously, a Kettengrad could be in the middle of a field and I could easily not see it. T-70 is advancing. It has been fully repaired. This is the Vet 3 T-17. And now the Stug's trying to pursue it. He will find a Panzerschreck. Gets a good hit there, stunned or bounce from the T-17. This T-17 could try to go for a stun to get the sticky bomb off. Grenadiers here will get overran by the Rifleman squad. T-70 finds a good shot on the retreat as well. Does not get it wiped out.
Losing ground out there.
Rifleman squad will spot this AT gun. The AT gun's so wounded, it may be a good idea to throw a frag grenade onto it. Let's get the sticky bomb off. And does get it fully mobilized. The M2 may fire a barrage. It could have been an off-map power shoot to finish it off as well.
What are my coordinates?
Yep, M2 lining up a barrage right on top of it. And as a regular Pioneer trying to repair it up along with the repair squad, or repair model, the other guy is bleeding on the ground.
The Germans are after one of our munitions points.
Over here, Volk's Grenadiers trying to capture the munitions point with the 2 Stug support. There is Veteran C2 in the Stug as well. Don't think I'd actually noticed that just yet.
Munitions point under attack.
Nebelwerfer eyeing a barrage over here. Sniper's up at 3 as well. 19 kills. Gets a good hit there on the AT gun there. We'll start singeing the models. And that
Enemy unit down.
Stug did not go down.
We are losing a sector. Casualties being reported.
Looks like they have lost a squad. He still has the rifleman. He's lost the AT gun. That was the one that got burned to death. Armor car does get a sticky bomb there.
What are my coordinates?
But likely he will decrew this AT gun. In fact, it gets fully destroyed thanks to the King Tiger. Stugs and King Tigers are advancing. That's not an off-map combat group. And the US sniper will fall back. We'll see some interrupted there. T-17 firing some rounds there as well. Maybe good idea to go for a stun shot. Get his Hellcat a bit more time. But if he kills that, there's going to be an immediate off-combat group right there. And who knows what will happen with that.
Base is taking fire.
Panzerschreck does get a hit there, as well as Sticky Bomb there. We'll take out one of the Stugs. Main gun destroyed there. Hellcat does go down. And here comes the off-map combat group. Gets another Hellcat and another T-17. He wants another Vet 3 T-17 from off-map combat group. This guy does get suppressed there. Quick throw Sticky Bomb there onto the Stug. T-17 rolls and bounces. There's Hellcats. Main gun destroyed there, so the Hellcat is alive. And looks like Hellcat does claim the kill there. We've got the King Tiger still here. Hellcat needs some repairs. The T-17s could throw some stun rounds. Panzerschreck Rifleman squad trying to eye a sticky bomb there. And speaking about stun round, there's a stun round. That 3 T-17 does go down to the King Tiger. And try to hit that AT gun now. T-17s do go down as well. Hellcat's advancing. It has one shot to death. Hellcat does go down there. Rifleman going for a sticky bomb there, but no, they did not get sticky bomb off. They just get crushed by the King Tiger itself. Another wave off-map combat crew coming up because he had that much manpower stored up, which results in another T-17 and a Hellcat. He's getting pretty lucky with the Hellcats, honestly, and that one also came with 2 riflemen. That was another good off-map combat crew. Sticky bomb does connect with the King Tiger, but probably won't get a damage engine. Yep, just got damage. Rifleman charging on forward. The VPs are still heavily in favor towards the Axis player. Hellcat is still advancing. Stug not being micro properly, trying to hit the 30 cal. Hellcat's severely wounded. Rifleman, this is the one Spanish track. Finds hit there, going for sticky bomb there. That maybe dead Stug now. Stug does go down. Slow turret rotation of the Hellcat. Oh, nope, goes down to the Pack 38. Right there.
Forces are taking casualties.
Bit of human wave tactics right there. Just summon 2 off-map combat groups just to throw a lot of mass at your opponent. And look how many rifleman squads. He has 6 rifleman squads. M2 is likely off cooldown. May want to throw a barrage on these forces. The AT gun does go down. Yes, it is going for an AT gun. That is very understandable. Oof, that's a lot of healing needed. It's been munitions. Going for a sticky bomb, I'm assuming. Sniper somehow does not get spotted by that armored car. Going for the M2 now. This is the one with Pantrax as well. Gets a hit there. No sticky bomb there. Does get damage and crit by the rifle fire. Sticky bomb does get thrown. And the armored car does go down. Stug and King Tiger. King Tiger may receive some sticky bombs there, but maybe it's just out of conditions. Rifleman squads need to fall back. Not a rifleman squads, may want to go for a medic station to throw more rifleman squads to his opponent. Change his tactics again. But he does not have enough manpower to deploy on medic station.
Enemy unit down.
Ooh, was that a snipe shot onto the sniper? Oh, what the hell just happened? What? What just happened? Okay. What? My escape button getting smashed somewhere? Okay, I have no idea what's going on. I must have found a hidden button somewhere to bring up the audio menu. Propaganda war was utilized. And King Tiger does have damage into there. Repair Pioneer will take a bit of time. Sometimes it can be a bit hit or miss whether or not you can get the crits repaired. Does get a good shot there on the Stug. Got another Neb Warfare barrage raining on in. Let's see, let's take a quick look. Axis player still has the 2 VPs. Great hit there from Neb Warfare. Doesn't get any model drops. US player is a bit low on manpower. I generally do believe he should deploy a medic station since he has so many riflemen at the moment.
Artillery reporting.
But of course, he has to manage all of his manpower income for his, well, riflemen. Though he actually may not be fully reinforcing everything. He may be prioritizing something else. He can send the rifleman squads he doesn't really care for around the flanks to capture some points. Never has have extra munitions, seeing you want more sticky bombs, more... Ooh, does get a repair pioneer there, very nice. King Tiger still crawling around. 1 repair pioneer is on the field. Wehrmacht sniper, that's a fresh Wehrmacht sniper, so that, I believe that US sniper did get the kill onto the Wehrmacht sniper. And the King Tiger is still being repaired. I think the repair pioneer may be inside the King Tiger. Kills off the Wehrmacht sniper once again. Does throw a sticky bomb there onto the King Tiger. Didn't really do all too much. He does actually get the Pack 38 there, and does throw the Pack 38 shots on the Stug. Getting actually AT guns like that is very important. That Wehrmacht player, he may have actually lagged out. I don't know why, but this isn't the type of game he would quit out. He still was pretty much in the game. That may have just lag out of the game. But losing everything now, best now to back out of the game. Yep. He still have plenty of tickets to play around
Enemy
with.
stands at
I
300 points.
generally do believe maybe the X player did actually lag out. Maybe this game crashed. And the Wharf, of course, being overran. And there's the last tick there.
One last point for the fucking Hun.
Yep. At this point in time, even if he does get back in the game, best to back out of the game. Either way, this is Great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.